I love Ciara so much that I did tell West, I'm like, I did say F West in a text when he was like doing her dirty.
Virtual reality.
We are here to talk about Clorox, and we love that you work with the brand and have this partnership. So in honor of your partnership with Clorox, Lisa, we wanted to ask you about some messy Bravo situations currently going on within the Bravoverse, and we wanted to see how you just are reacting to these situations, or maybe even how you would clean them up.
Because they need Lisa's help.
I love them.
I feel like everyone needs Lisa's help.
Yes.
But the first thing we have to talk about is Tamra's alleged exit from The Real Housewives of Orange County. She's doubling down, saying she's definitely quitting. Andy was saying, keep in mind her best friend Teddy is going through a serious health crisis. Apparently she left a cast trip early. What are your thoughts on Tamra potentially leaving? Do you think this is the right move for her? Do you think she should stick it out? Like, what do you think she should do?
I think she probably needs a little break right now. I think we all get to points where we're like, enough, I'm like over everything, especially when you have serious things happening with your best friend. So I think they should give her a little break, like give her a week off.
Okay, another messy moment we need Clorox and Lisa to clean up, because I don't know if you heard this. Tracy Tudor from $1 Million Listing LA, she went on Jeff Lewis's show and said Dorit owes people some money for glam, which shocked me because Dorit's always in glam and I feel has good relationships, I'm assuming, with her glam. If you ever found yourself in those shoes, what would you do? Or what would your advice to Dorit be right now?
My advice to Dorit, like, pay your glam team.
That's good advice, especially coming from someone who has glam 365 days a year. I feel like you take that retainer very seriously, Lisa.
Very seriously. I mean, I had glam this morning. I bring glam to Austin everywhere I go. But I think you have to take really good care of the people that like work hard for you. Like I realized it's gas, daycare for one of my glam team members. And I think it's important to pay him. But on the other side, I think Dorit's going through a lot right now. And like, maybe she should just like get a little document from an attorney that says, I will pay you, I owe you, I'm gonna get it taken care of.
She can call one of your 6 lawyers to help her out with that document.
Wait, I love
I'll have someone reach out.
Yes, and I owe you for glam is actually the most housewife thing ever, I feel. That is so chic.
Lisa, have you actually touched base with Dorit at all since the start of her season after that little interview with you and Sutton came out? Because that went so viral. Obviously, she caught wind of it. I just want to make sure that you and Dorit are perhaps okay, or maybe not.
You know, I told Dorit, I told Sutton, I think Dorit's really beautiful. I think they have a different dynamic on the show. I had a great time with Sutton in London. And we were just being silly laughing, but I think Dorit's beautiful. I wish her all the best. I haven't reached out to her, talked to her because, you know, we were playing a game and I was giving clues. And I did say, I think Dorit is really beautiful. And I think that's what she focused on. And I think that was like the focus of the conversation. We were just trying to guess like who like certain castmates were. I was wrong on most of mine. Sutton was way better at the game than me. And yeah, I haven't reached out.
Okay.
And I'm sure her glam was like, you're getting a compliment from the queen of glam in Salt Lake, Lisa Barlow, and she's calling you beautiful, so hello.
She is beautiful.
No, she's stunning. Another stunning girl who we know that you're a big fan of is Drew Sidora on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. The Real Housewives of Atlanta is back in full swing. But a lot of drama is going on between her and Porsha because Drew decided to work with Porsha's ex, Dennis. They're making music together, but apparently she didn't give Porsha a heads up. Porsha and Drew were previously very close. I think Drew even promoted Porsha's business on Instagram. Like they were tight. They were tethered in many ways. What do you think of Drew working with Porsha's ex without giving Porsha a heads up? Is that a violation of girl code?
Oh, violation of girl code. I love Drew and I love Porsha, but that's a total violation. And if you're going to do it, you have to give a heads up.
I know, it's a tricky thing.
You have to give a heads up. I mean, that's so close to home, especially like you're an ex for a reason, you know? You don't want that person like back in your space.
Well, it's also the thing too, it's like you would maybe want to check with your girlfriend to be like,
is this okay?
Yeah, and also like, is your ex good at any business or anything? You know what I mean? Because like you have someone with the expert opinion, literally the expert's opinion.
I don't really know who this person is, but I mean, that's the first thing I would want to ask is like, is this person legit?
Yeah. Right.
Clearly he's not, because he's an ex.
Wait, I'm obsessed that you became friendly with West and Jesse from Summer House.
Oh my gosh, I love them.
They're such a fun trio. And West, I think, is making a lot of people happy because, you know, him and Ciara really ended poorly in the Summer House. And now he's like hooking up, but not telling people he's doing it with like maybe some other rendezvous in the Hamptons. Do you think this is going to end up getting messy for him? That he's like, I don't want people to know because I don't want to hurt Ciara's feelings. What advice would you give West right now to navigate living his best life while also having a life in the house?
Well, I gave him advice. I told him, I'm like, you have to be really selective. Like, it's easy to go out and hook up with a lot of people. I'm like, I think you need to be super selective. And I'm like, I think that's cuter for a single man if he's more selective than just like hooking up with everyone. I love Ciara so much that I did tell West, I'm like, I did say F West in a text when he was like doing her dirty. But I love West. I love Ciara. I think he's really cute and special. But I think like, keep your hookups on the down low. Don't rub them in anybody's face and be selective.
As someone who is a fan of both West and Ciara, you've gotten to know both of them very well. Do you think that there's hope in the future that they might get back together? Do you sense a chemistry and a spark? Do you think that they could ever revive it?
No, I absolutely don't think they should. I think West should stay on the trajectory he's on. And I think Ciara needs some like finance guy that's super smart, that can like be like a good dad. I think future thinking for Ciara. And I think West is at a point in his life where he's still like having fun, figuring out what he wants, who he is. And I think he should just keep doing that. And I think she can like date someone else. I think that I think they're both so cute individually. And they're just maybe not right for each other.
Yeah.
Wait, I know, because it's like Ciara, when you're like, just like when you see her, you're like, oh, I forgot you're like a literal model. So I feel finance guys would be lining up and down the financial district.
I feel like that's exactly who I picture her with, is like a finance guy or walking into like an NBA game and being like, that's my boyfriend.
Oh, love that for her.
I see that too. Okay.
So cute.
Lisa, the
And
last
she's smart and beautiful.
Oh my God, she's amazing. Now the last situation that we have to ask you about, Miss Lisa Barlow, because you are the queen of fast food. I've been dying to know your opinion ever since the situation made waves online. But Jennifer Aydin's Jersey Mike's meltdown, I feel like as someone who honors and respects our fast food employees, you would never, ever talk to a Jersey Mike's employee. I mean, what are your thoughts on that whole situation? It's still shaking me.
Yes.
You know, when I drive up to Wendy's, we know them. I know who's getting married. I know when they're getting married. Surprised I didn't get an invite. So I probably wouldn't have handled things like that. And I think it was super sad. And then to go online and to continue talking about it, I don't think that was cool.
Yeah.
I know. It's really
Doing
not
your little videos after, not cool.
not a good look. No, not a good look. And it's
And I
something
like
that's what
Jennifer, but I was like, that's like out of line. And people make mistakes, you know, like you don't need to call everybody out for everything.
If someone is getting frustrated in line waiting for their fast food, as someone who waits in lines for fast food quite often, what advice do you have for them? What's the best way to keep your cool?
I just think you have to be patient and just think like, hey, they're doing their best. I'm hungry, but they're doing their best. And, you know, I just don't get impatient when I'm waiting. I feel like it's like, I'm here. I understand what's going to happen when I get to like Wendy's or wherever I'm going. And I think it's like, I just think you have to just preoccupy yourself, like check your text messages, like catch up on an email. There's no reason to get that upset, especially because I'm like, it didn't look like they were doing anything after getting food other than shopping. So I'm like, it's probably a little, you know, exaggerated reaction.
Yeah. Or also you could just like hum a song in your head while you wait, because I feel that's a Lisa Barlow method. You're like, oh.
Yeah, singing for
Exactly.
or Fortnite, whatever it is.
Now, Lisa, before we say goodbye, you work with so many brands from Wendy's to Diet Coke to obviously Clorox. Why do you love working with Clorox?
Well, I only work with brands that I use and I believe in, and everything's been super organic for me. I grew up in a house with like, there's 6 kids in my family. My mom and dad both are like complete A-type personalities, completely neat freaks. My dad built a beautiful house for our family. And my mom was always like, we respect our home. We respect the way we live. You would walk in and you were just like, it's clean. And my mom got me on Clorox. My mom was always like, Clorox is the best. Even when we were little kids going on vacation, my mom, as soon as we would get off an airplane, my mom would always have us go to the store and get Clorox, and she would clean the showers in the hotel. Like, she would literally have to be like, we have to rinse it off. Even at like really nice hotels, my mom would always have to do that. And I think because my mom used Clorox, like I've always used Clorox and thought of it as the best cleaning products. So for me, everything has to be organic. You know, like it's just things that I like and things that I use and things that I believe in. So that's how it's been for me with these relationships. It's all something that's not changing my norm. It is my norm.
Oh, and I love that it reminds you of like your childhood and everything too. That's so cute.
I mean, even if you walk in my mom's home right now, she's building like a super modern house. All you do is like, when you walk into her house, it's like completely clean and smells like Clorox. And I'm sure the new house, her new modern house, she's gonna be like, it's gonna smell like Clorox too.
Oh my